Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome back everybody. Let's take a look again on the gold market. So actually here mostly our midterm trading plan is completed because yesterday it was the top around 2048, which is very close to the daily target 2055, as you can see. Yes, we could get some fluctuation around it. This market could try to complete this target and probably will do this in the nearest time. But just to remind you, some analysis in the weekly report, that market now stands very close to the monthly and weekly overbought. So 2060 is a monthly overbought, 2066 is a weekly overbought. As you understand, with this circumstance, with this background, the upside potential of the gold is limited, and from the technical point of view currently, well, it's better to not consider taking the new long position. So it would be better to wait for a pullback. If, of course, nothing really, well, some external factor will intrude in the overall processes. As you know, currently lots of big political events is happening, and a new risk factor now appears in Iran and the Middle East. So we will try to cover this in our weekly gold report, because it could make impact in the performance of the gold, where the market could just ignore the technical backgrounds. Usually happens when something big intruding in the overall pricing of the market. But based on the technical picture, and as we do not know whether this will happen or not, I would consider still some pullback and taking the pause in the current performance. So if you have a long position, you probably could think about keep it until market will finally complete this target. But in general, be prepared to maybe close it or some manage the stops, because I suspect that if today we get the poor earnings report for the banks in the United States session, so you know today is a big day because everybody will be watching for a report of the banking sector. It will be indicator of the crisis, so how strong the banking crisis may impact on the banking performance. And if it will be poor, its gold also could make some upward action. Maybe particular by this factor, gold could try to reach and touch this level. But mostly, as you can see, this is really, just actually mostly has completed. Also, some bearish signs that's appearing. So first of all, we've got the grabber here on the top, some divergences forming. This grabber also, by the way, we have on futures, this gold market futures. You can see the same grabber exists. Just to complete the discussion of the daily chart, since we're coming to more or less significant target on the daily chart, the pullback probably could be also more or less significant. So it will not be limited by some intraday performance based on the most recent rally, when the short-term performance that we were trading, multiple minor butterflies, intraday 30% pullbacks, all the stuff were standing inside of this most recent upper swing. But as we're dealing with the daily chart right now, this pullback also might be on the daily chart, because this is important target. Particularly speaking, as you know, the minimum target of the butterfly is the 30% pullback. Don't pay attention to this level. I probably just forget to manage it, to change it from some older points. So currently I think that 30% should stand somewhere around 1975. So this will be usually my minimum pullback when the market completes the butterfly. So different scale. On the lower time frame, on the 4-hour time frame chart, take a look. Market today hits 127 extension of the butterfly, upper border of this consolidation. Here we have some acceleration to the 127 target, so it makes possible and really not bad chances that market still could complete. Here is a 1263 is a 1618 extension of the butterfly, but mostly we're watching for 1255 on the daily extension. So some volatility here could appear on some maybe news, or maybe something release will be, I don't know. But technical picture stands mostly in favor that some final spike up here still could happen. On the hourly chart, there are another reasons for the possible pullback. Maybe this will happen not this week. I don't know, but we will see. On the hourly chart, market has completed this inner for the butterfly EBCD patch. Now turns to the pullback. Since this is 127 extension, maybe today we get first the pullback as a respect of this target if nothing really interesting will happen. So if we will not get some shock on the banking sector earnings, if we will not get some external political events as usual, so technically we could get some pullback. As you know, the minimum target of the butterfly, the minimum reaction on the butterfly, so some pullback at 30%, which is actually around 1222. So that might be 1223. That might be the destination of the pullback if everything will go under control of the technical factors, purely technical. So that being said, what I would like to say is that currently we're not considering taking the new long positions, at least on the daily chart. On the intraday charts, if market will not complete today 1250 and will show instead the pullback to the 1222, next week we probably could consider the last chance for position taken with the possible action to the 1255. But mostly, this is for intraday performance, but mostly on the daily chart we are not considering currently taking the new long position because current setup is coming to an end and we will be watching for the pullback. If you already have longs, you probably could try to hold them, move the stops, manage the stops. Let's hope that maybe market will complete the 1255, or you could just book profit today, and then if the pullback will happen to the 1222 area, we could consider 2022 area, we will consider another attempt to go long. So that's actually what we have currently on the gold. So let's see what will happen in the evening.